On to taxes now. Have you filed your tax return yet? Many have not and are now rushing to try to beat the tax filing deadline.
That's right. As 3 News anchor Mike Gillespie shows us tonight, even for last-minute filers, there are still some ways to save money before sending in your return. Mike?
Yeah, that April 15th tax filing deadline is quickly approaching, and while many have already crossed that item from their to-do list, others have yet to tackle what, well, let's face it, can be an intimidating task. But even now, there are some things to keep in mind before the bill comes due. No one wants to find out that they owe money to the IRS, and this year it is happening to people who did not expect it. Stacy Trevino, the owner of Danny's Income Tax Service, tells us what is usually behind the surprise.
I'm encouraging everyone I talk to take a look at your withholding if you're receiving a W-2, because one of the tax laws a few years ago made it to where you receive more money throughout the year, which decreased your federal withholding on your W-2.
Trevino says that when the federal tax withholding tables changed, many failed to check and, if need be, adjust their filing status and are now paying the price.
This affected tons of people who were used to getting larger refunds. People who had never owed before started to owe.
One advantage for those who discover they owe money and want to try to reduce that bill is an immediate move taxpayers can make but often forget about.
One of the great things about tax law is that if you find yourself owing this year and you're holding off filing, consider opening up a traditional IRA account. You have until April 15th to contribute money into a traditional IRA, and it'll help you on your 2023 tax return.
New for this year, a pilot program launched by the IRS in a dozen states, including Texas, known as Direct File. It is intended for those with relatively simple returns, and the Treasury Department says some 3.8 million Texans are eligible to use it. Just go online to IRS.gov to see if you qualify for this free resource. And remember, if you do owe money to the IRS and you just don't have it, don't ignore the bill. Trevino says there are options for paying the balance, including getting on a payment plan, something you will want to do as quickly as possible. Leslie?